Hey y'all, good to see you again here on Grassroots Gardening. I'm Ryan and I've got a special treat for y'all today. So Dave, my nurseryman, and I are at a beautiful camellia and azalea nursery at an undisclosed location in South Carolina. And so Dave and I always get in trouble when we go plant shopping because we always buy way too much. So we'll be in trouble when we get back for sure. We just got here. This place looks amazing and I can't wait to show you guys around. So hopefully we'll learn a good bit about camellias. I'm not a camellia expert by any means, but they are a staple in a southern garden. You just have to have camellia and azalea in a southern garden. So hopefully I'll learn something, and hopefully you will too, because the more you know, the more you grow. So Dave, you think we're going to be in trouble again like normal?
Probably.
Yeah, we will be. Dave and I always get in trouble when they give us a credit card and let us just go out on our own. We usually get in trouble when we come back. Definitely going to be in trouble here. These camellias are just gorgeous though, and they are just budded up like no other. So we are in mid-September right now, and the japonicas, these are probably the most well-known camellias, have the big, beautiful, usually pink, white, or pink or white flowers, sometimes a little darker red. They will bloom in late winter, January, February. And then over here are the Sasanqua camellias, and they're a smaller flower, but they bloom more in the fall time, which is just right around the corner. And here's one. So smaller leaf, smaller bud, of course, but they will bloom probably November-ish, and different varieties will bloom in different times. Here's another Sasanqua, all nice and budded up. And the one thing I really want to learn today, some obviously can take more sun than others. Your japonicas typically need a little bit more shade, as you can see right there. But the owner of the nursery, hopefully we can talk to him in a little bit, and he maybe can show us some varieties that will tolerate a little bit more sun. But Dave's picking out plants, and we do have a quota because we can only take so many in the trailer. So I need to go find me some stuff before he fills the trailer up. So I found one that I really personally like here. It's called Dr. Tinsley. And this is a beautiful camellia. Just has a very nice white, light pink bloom with pink around the fringe. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to grab one of these to take back to the nursery. And so if you are close to our nursery, Grassroots Yard Supply in Graniteville, South Carolina, and you happen to see this video and you're close enough, these camellias that Dave and I find today will be available at our nursery just as soon as we get back. So I'm just going to kind of go through here and show you guys a few more. And if you are close enough, then come see us. It's hot out here, y'all. And I've lost Dave. I don't know where he's at. This place is huge, but the camellia varieties that we're finding are just phenomenal. Really, some of the newer ones, as well as a lot of the old classics that are just really reliable and put on a fantastic show. So this fall is planting season. So that's why we're out shopping, trying to find these more unique, hard to find varieties to bring back to the nursery for all of our customers like yourselves. Looking for another plant that loves shade and is evergreen and has pretty flowers. This is Alyssum, or anise. Really pretty flower in spring and in fall. Nice foliage and beautiful, beautiful evergreen. Y'all, I'm tired. Me and Dave just loaded up, 30 something of these huge camellias. But this has been a really, really fun trip. We've got some beautiful, classic, big blooming camellias, and they've just been pruned beautifully. The owner here has been doing this for a long time, and a really knowledgeable guy, knows his cultivars. And just look at this place. I mean, it's pristine. All of them are pruned just so he really takes care of his camellias. That's pretty much all he grows here. A little bit of the anise, some azaleas, but mainly camellias. And me and Dave had a great time, but I'm tired, and it's time to head back to the nursery and get these things unloaded. So let's go. Dave's over here and he says, hey, you got to see this one.
But look at this one. Morning glow.
Oh, that is nice. That is a nice double. Which one is it right here?
Morning glow. Yeah.
Oh, Dave.
Nope.
Nope.
It's this one.
That's got nice form too, doesn't it? All right, well, let's throw it on the trailer.
All right,
This is why I got to hurry up and get Dave in the truck right here because he keeps finding them. Well, that one looks pretty cool. I think we need it.
Pretty awesome.
Let's get it.
Water.
Cameron, look what we brought you.
You got me a present?
Got you all kind of plants.
Oh.
You're holding one of your presents.
Yay.
Don't you just love it?
All of our mums just came in.
I saw on your Facebook post they're huge. Look at all of our pretty camellias. These are nice, huh? I'm trying to film. I can't work right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to become YouTube famous, and you want me to like carry plants and
I'm
stuff.
kind of really in like a good work mood right now.
Are you? I see. You just jumped in there and went to work, man. All right, let me set my stuff down and get to work. I had so much fun today with Dave shopping for plants, just like I always do whenever he and I go anywhere. And just like we always do, we bought way too many. But we have some beautiful, like these things are so full, so budded up. These camellias are just amazing. And that's one of the great things about, you know, being in this industry for so long and having good friends like Dave is they know, you know, off the beaten path nurseries to go to get some of this quality and, you know, unique stuff. So again, if y'all are in the area, come check them out. They're just absolutely gorgeous. As a matter of fact, I've got 3 of them in the back of my truck that I stole when Dave wasn't looking. So we're gonna go plant those right now. And I'm gonna show you guys how I've been successful at planting camellias and getting them to root in well and to just be beautiful wintertime performers. So come on, let's go to the house and get them in the ground. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to hurry and get this tree planted because as you can see behind me, it's fall time and the sun sets a little bit earlier now. So I'm gonna try to hurry up and get this thing planted. But we're down here along my driveway. That's the camellia that we're gonna plant right behind me. It's nice and shaded, as you can kind of tell right here. Well, sun's setting, but even during the daytime, it's shaded right here and the camellia will love it. Got a really nice arangiola, Japanese maple right there, but you can kind of see the trees behind me. Nice little canopy, filtered sunlight. I believe the camellia is gonna love it here. So let me get on the shovel. Let's get us, we're gonna dig the hole twice the diameter of the pot. Not deep, but in width and diameter. So we're gonna get that dug, add a little bit of compost, add a little bit of biotone, get this puppy in the ground. Okay, now you guys that I'm incredibly winded and my face is probably all red and mosquitoes are biting me on my forehead, I'm gonna go ahead and get this camellia out of the pot. Now, sometimes when they get this big, they're a little hard to get out of the pot. So I just take and try to beat it from all sides to loosen up that root ball. And then usually they just slide right out with a little wiggling. This guy's heavy. But we got him out there. Roots look great. A lot of nice new root growth. So we've got our biotone, which I don't plant anything without biotone. And then also my friend's worm casting and compost, which has organic fertilizer in it, which is really gonna help put on a beautiful show of flowers here in late winter. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to take a little bit of our compost and our sand. We're going to mix that together. That's going to be our backfill. I'm going to do like a 50-50 blend. Camellias need excellent drainage. One of the most important things about these and azaleas, they've got to have that drainage. If they're sitting in wet soil, they're more than likely going to get root rot and they're not going to make it. So I intentionally didn't dig this hole very deep because I want this plant to be somewhat elevated. I've got a sprinkler system, so when it does rain or does the irrigation comes on, the water will come, flow past the roots, let it get a drink, and then the water is going to keep on going and get away, and that's what we want. We've got relatively sandy soil right here. This is a nice sandy loam. Good bit of organic material, it looks like, but nothing crazy. That's where this good organic worm casting compost is really going to come into full effect and help this plant out tremendously. But drainage is key. So let's go ahead and mix up a little bit of these ingredients, 50-50 native soil to compost, and also our biotone. Now what I'm going to do, since these roots are already, I mean, just beautiful roots right here, I'm going to take and just rub this biotone all around the root ball and just go ahead and put them in contact. And when I say them, put the microbes in contact with the roots, because they're going to latch onto those roots, go out, find the nutrient the plant needs, and bring it back. That's how this relationship with biotone works. Espoma has got this stuff figured out. It's just a fantastic product. I hardly lose anything that I plant if I use biotones. Good stuff. So let's go ahead and plop her in the hole here and just see how deep we are, because I know we're going to have to come up. If we were to plant it right there, it would die. So we've got to mix our product together and get this thing elevated a little. All right, so I've dumped some of our compost straight into the hole. Now our native soil. And then I'm just gonna kind of blend that together, 50-50. And I'm gonna add a little bit more to get that root ball on up out of the hole. Add a little more compost, a little more native. Get this old root out of here. And that should be a nice base for our camellia. So now we're just gonna set her. Yeah, I like that much better. We're above the soil line a little bit. Now, what we've got to do is take a look at this thing from afar off, as I accidentally hit zoom, and just see if we like, you know, how she is facing us. And we've got a lot of stuff going to the left, which I don't particularly care for. So we're going to spin her a little bit and make her a little bit more presentable to the driveway. Okay, I'm kind of liking that right there. You just have to play with it a little bit, and it's really all in your liking and what you want to see, or you want, you know, folks that come to your house to see. And I kind of like that right there. Just kind of reaching out towards the driveway a little bit. So I'm gonna add some more biotone now. And I don't measure this stuff out. You don't have to worry too much about burning with it. There are measurements on the back, but I just use a good bit like this, probably 3, maybe even 4 cups with a plant this size. Now we'll take the rest of our organic compost here. I'm just gonna dump it out right there. And this stuff is pretty. Look how black. It smells so good and earthy and rich. The camellia is gonna love that. So, got that. Now we'll take our native soil and we will just blend that on top around here and get a little bit more. I think this is gonna drain really, really well. Then what I'm gonna do is just blend these two together. 50-50 compost, native soil. Now we're gonna backfill all around it. We're not gonna pack it real tight. We're just gonna keep the tree from falling over. Pack it light, nice and gently. We're pretty much done. Okay, you guys, we have got her in the ground, and look at this nice slope we have going up to the root ball. So there's the actual root ball right there. And when I tell people to plant above the ground, you know, with plants just like this and azaleas, that's what I mean. The actual soil level's down here. We got a good probably 3-inch rise up to the top of the root ball. We just sloped that soil right up to the top. We've tamped it just nice and gently around the entire thing. Now, if I had the hose pipe over here, I would go ahead and drench this entire area and you know, encourage those roots to go out to find water, not just water right here around the root ball. And if you're wondering what that noise is, my house is right there. And as the sun sets, so I have macaws, big birds, and they love to squawk, either when I'm doing a video or as the sun's setting, and we're doing both. So anyway, just didn't want you to think someone was dying in the background. All right, back to the camellia. So we've got her nice and tucked in, added our biotone all around the root ball. This thing is ready to grow, and with these buds, it won't be long here in late winter, a few more months. This thing is just going to be gorgeous. As you come up the driveway here, this thing should just be really popping and give us something beautiful to look at during the winter cold months. Okay guys, well, I'm sweaty. Mosquitoes are eating me alive. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry we had to rush it due to the light, and hopefully y'all saw everything just fine. But appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much. And always remember, the more you know, the more you grow. Thank y'all. I'll see you on the next video.